Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss about built-in functions in Python, and the first function is a zip function. So let's start by creating a list like states equal to, I'll give some state names here. Let's say Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. Oh, I have not put these quotes here, double quotes. Okay, Telangana, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. Okay, I've put four state names here, and I'll give cities also. Cities equal to Hyderabad, Vizag, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore. Okay, I have created two lists here. One is the states and the other is the cities. So I'll create another variable which has a zip object, okay, which takes two parameters which are states and cities. States, comma, cities. And if I print the result, it will return me an object instead of a user defined output. You can see it is not giving the what we wanted or what we have expected, but it is giving a zip object which is a human which is not a human readable thing here, which is an object. But for human readable output, we have to convert this into tuple. So if I run this, you can see we are getting the output in tuple. And what we are getting the output. If you see the output, we are getting Andhra Pradesh and Vizag, first element of state and the first element of city. And again, the second element of state and the second element of city. Okay, we have Maharashtra and Mumbai, the third element of state and the third element of cities. So basically, a zip object will pair two list values and give us an output in this fashion. Okay, it will pair the first element of state and it will pair this first element of city. And in the same way, it will pair the second element with the second element of the city. In the same way, the third element with the third element. So in this fashion, you can use a zip object to pair the values. Okay. So suppose if if I have given another value, let's say what else? Another city name Delhi. Okay. So here if you see here there are the first variable has only 4 values. Okay. Cities has 5 values. If you count this, it has 5 values. One extra value is this one. So let's see what happens if I run the code. And you can see Andhra Pradesh, Vizag, Telangana, Hyderabad, Maharashtra, Mumbai, Karnataka, Bangalore. And there is no Delhi here. It has ignored the fifth element of cities. Okay. The fifth element of this list has been ignored. So zip object ignores the unwanted elements. It will only pair the same amount of values in both the list. Okay. So this is how zip works, and here you can give it as list also. That will print the list, and you can give a dict also. It will give key value pairs. You can see here Andhra Pradesh, Vizag, Telangana, Hyderabad. It is giving as a key values. Okay, this is how a zip object works. Zip is nothing but it pairs to list values. That's it. It is very simple. And so this is what about zip function in Python. So let's go into another built-in function, which is input function, user input function, user input dot py. So basically, what is a user input? User input means what a user types, uh, what a user types in this terminal. Okay, that is a user input. I'll show one example. Let's say input. Input is a predefined built-in function in Python, which takes the user input. Okay, so let's take an example. A equal to input, enter your name. And if I print A, it will ask me enter your name. See, this is a user input. So this is how an input function works. Let's try another example. Let's say I equal to 0 while I is less than 10. Input A equal to input Charan is a type your name. Okay, type your name and I plus equal to 1. Print A. Okay, if I run this, it's not showing anything. Okay, if I give it here, see here it is asking type your name. It will ask 10 times. 4th time, 5th time, 6th time. You can see it is continuously asking until it reaches 10. So this is how an input function works. It will take the input from your from you, from a human. Okay, this is how an input function works. This is a small example of how an input function works. And let's take another example. Suppose if you want to give input only as integers, how will you do that? Okay, let's say that A equal to input, enter a number. Okay, print A. I print A. Oh, let's close this. In terminal. Okay, if I print, it is asking me enter a number. If I enter a number, it is giving me as 4. Suppose I give another variable which takes the same input, enter a number. Okay, I want to add both this A and B. So how you will do normally how will you do? It is C equal to A plus B. Okay, now you'll print C. and I want only numbers to be printed on the input terminal. So okay, I'll print only numbers 45 and 45. See, it is not adding up. It is combining both these numbers. It is not adding. Why it is why it is performing this action? Because it takes only the input, by default takes only strings. To convert this into an int, you have to mention it as int here. Not here, it is here. Int input, int input. Okay, if you run this now, let's try again by adding some numbers, by giving some numbers 4 and 2. Now you can see it is adding up the numbers. So that is the main difference between a normal input function and changing it to an int input function. There's a difference between both of them. So normal input takes only strings, and if you add int to it, it will take only numbers. Suppose if I give strings here, instead of numbers, if I give strings, it will throw an error like value error. Okay, so this is how an input function works in Python. We'll see more built-in functions later in the next video. Thank you. Please subscribe if you like the content.